As we continue to follow all of your major top headlines, take a look at this. Some footage that we got from a little earlier on this afternoon, as we're seeing that flooding continues to affect several states, including places in Arkansas, Kentucky, and Tennessee. That's after days of heavy rain swamped neighborhoods and closed roads. The Green River is expected to crest later this week, rivaling historic floods back in 2011 and 1997. Joining us now to speak on this is Fox multimedia reporter Olivianna Calmes. She's in Kentucky. And Olivianna, you're near the Green River, so how is it looking by what we're seeing here? Not too great.
That's right. I'm right near the Green River, and it's already above 10 feet more than flood stage, and it's still rising. It'll crest on Thursday here, but we're looking at continuing flood waters rising here, which is a dangerous situation. Behind me is a road. You can't really see that road, but it goes all the way down here to where that stop sign is, and these mobile homes as well. There's just so much water coming up to the sides of their mobile home, and you can see there's a mailbox that these homes share, and it almost looks like it's floating with how much water is around it. We just saw some boats come through here asking out loud, yelling to see if anyone needed evacuation help here, because not everyone has evacuated. A lot of people are trying to stay in their home as long as they can, but I did talk to one woman who has now gotten out. She said it was hard to prep for this and save all of her items.
I'm scared. I don't want our stuff to get ruined. They say block up everything, but all my blocks are underwater. I mean, you can't. And it's kind of hard to, center boat or center block a bunch of stuff out there with a boat, so I'm really nervous. We're definitely going to be leaving here.
Governor Beshear says at least 4 people have died in the floods in Kentucky, and they've made nearly 150 rescues in the state since the storms began. Residents are now grabbing what they can from their homes, and they're getting their cars to higher ground. The Red Cross has set up a shelter at a nearby church, and they expect more people to come through as conditions worsen.
The water has come up so fast. The people they don't realize that they've got to get out, most of them. A lot of people don't like to leave, or they have pets.
I think right now we're probably between 40 and 50% underwater in the county. So for a small county, that's a lot of land that's underwater.
The governor said that teams are heading here to help this area because it's still rising because of the Green River. And today, Kentucky Emergency Management officials said they're going to inspect as soon as possible in the state, make that declaration to get some help in this area and other areas in the state. I'll send it back to you.
Now, Olivianna, I do have a couple of questions because you're following this so closely. The governor also saying that cleanup efforts after the fact can be just as dangerous as what we're seeing now. Why is that?
That's because when you maybe go into a home in a dangerous way, or you're not making sure what's in that water or taking proper precautions with, like that boat that was just coming through behind here, there's stuff in the water that's dangerous. There's chemicals in the water that's dangerous. And if you're going around barricades on the road, there's a hazard with that as well. They say turn around, don't drown. Be very careful in the cleanup process as well.
And then finally, when it comes to some resources, shelters that some of these community members can go to, what do you know about that?
Well, there's shelters that are built up in the affected areas in Kentucky. And the one I talked to today, they're gathering food and they've got cots ready for people. They say they don't have a whole lot of people that are coming in there yet, but they expected even today to get more people that are asking for help.
All right, Olivianna Calmes, thanks so much for checking in with us. You stay safe out there, and we'll talk soon.